The meaning of the word meditation means deliberation or thinking. But what is called Buddhist meditation is non-thinking. That is, going into a state of mind that is not thinking. The function of that non-thinking mind is awareness, awareness of sensation. The awareness of the enlightened are different from the awareness of the unenlightened. The unenlightened sensation is combined with feeling and knowing, awareness plus feelings. But in an enlightened mind, there is pure awareness without feeling. That is the two types of sensation. The sensation by pure electricity as in an enlightened mind. Without feeling, there is pure awareness, pure sensation. In an enlightened mind, there is a feeling in the sensation, because the unenlightened mind naturally likes or dislikes the sensation through the ignorance of the reality. That means an enlightened mind functions with likes, dislikes, and ignorance of the reality. In the Buddha's language called Pali, these two aspects of an unenlightened mind is called raga, dosa, and moha. Raga means liking. Dosa means disliking. Moha means ignorance. Ignorance of the reality. That means seeing an illusion as something true while it is really not true. In fact, all our sensations of our sense organs are illusions, and what the mind becomes aware of such sensation is also an illusion created by the mind with the help of the signals about external objects sent to the mind by the sense organs. And by that, the mind creates mental objects. Thinking is creating a series of mental images, mental objects. Enlightenment means the cessation of creating mental objects. That is why the Buddha in his first paean of joy after enlightenment uttered, Visankara gatan citta. My mind at the enlightenment got free of all mental images, free of creating mental images, creating ideas. That means thinking, cessation of thinking. Therefore, in Buddhist meditation, one is practicing awareness without going into the process of thinking about the items that sense organs become aware of. But the mind becomes aware of through sense organs. And that is Buddhist meditation. Going beyond thinking, going beyond creating mental images. In fact, the unenlightened mind is full of mental images, full of ideas. Ideas are mental images. Full of concepts, they are mental images. Full of feelings, they are mental images. But an enlightened mind is full of nothing. Therefore, what an enlightened mind experiences is referred to as Nirvana, which is referred to as Sunyata, meaning void, emptiness. The mind empty of thoughts and feelings. Though meditation, the Buddhist meditation is termed mindfulness, in fact really it is not mindfulness, it is mind emptiness. Emptying the mind from creating mental images and filling that mind with mental images. Ultimately, enlightenment means going beyond the mind itself. That means going beyond sensations too. The two main activities of the unenlightened mind is firstly sensation of sense objects, then the second phase or stage is thinking of those mental images, objects. Buddhist meditation, the ultimate target is going beyond both sensation and thinking. That means going beyond the mind. Therefore, although it is said in English, Buddhist awareness as mindfulness, it is mind emptiness. And although that awareness is called presence of mind, it is really ultimately the absence of mind. Presence of mind means firstly the presence of sensation, and secondly the presence of thinking, the process of thinking. Enlightenment means going beyond both the presence of sensations and the presence of the thinking process, creating a series of mental images so that mind becomes full of mental images. Therefore, Buddhist meditation is not mindfulness, but mind emptiness. Ultimate stage of Buddhist meditation is not the presence of mind, but the absence of mind. Mind is the source of all mental suffering. Nirvana is the absence of mental suffering, going beyond mental suffering. Therefore, it is cessation of suffering. It is dukkha, the word Pali word dukkha that is translated as suffering, although it is not the complete correct meaning of the word dukkha. Dukkha means transformation, constant transformation of the mind from one form into another form. Enlightened means the mind going beyond all forms. Sankhara means mental formation. Beyond mental formation. What lies beyond mental formation is an empty mind. Therefore, it is the absence of the mind. Mind means the presence of mental images, presence of concepts, presence of ideas, presence of hopes, presence of likes and dislikes and so on. So many items are present in an enlightened mind. But nothing is present in an unenlightened mind. Therefore, it is a mind of peace, tranquility, and bliss. A bliss, a formless bliss. It is beyond all forms. Nirvana has no form. Nirvana is not a mental image. It is a state of mind beyond all images, beyond all formations. The target of Buddhist meditation is that state of empty mind. That passage from the ordinary mind into that empty mind take place in two main stages. First stage is the absence of thinking. Awareness or sensation of sense signals are there, but that mind is not thinking. That is the first stage of Buddhist meditation. But in that mind, in the first stage, there is awareness of sensation. Nirodha Samapatti, the trance of Nirvana, is beyond even sensation. That is why that state of mind is called Sanya Vedaita Nirodha Samapatti. Going beyond mental signals, sensory signals. A mind that is not aware of even sense signals, that is an empty mind. That is the mind beyond thinking and beyond sensation. It is not the presence of mind, but the absence of mind. It is not mindfulness, it is mind emptiness. The path to that stage is called choiceless awareness by Krishnamurthi. There is awareness without thinking. And ultimately, the Nirvana is referred to metaphorically by Krishnamurti as a silent mind, going beyond the vociferous mind, going beyond the talking mind. Metaphorically, mental talking is thinking. in mental words. Silent thinking, non-phosphorus thinking. And ultimately, the ultimate bliss of Nirvana is a silent mind. Never minding mind. A mindless mind, that is an empty mind. Buddhist meditation, as I mentioned at the beginning, is not deliberation nor thinking, but non-thinking. But the presence of awareness, the presence of sensation. Enlightenment means going even beyond sensation and awareness. And that stage is called Sanya Vedaita Nirodha Samapatti. That one can achieve, realize, even in this very birth, in this very life, through Buddhist meditation, reaching an empty mind and reaching a stage of not the presence of mind, but the absence of mind. But stepping step is the presence of mind. The mind is there with the minimum activity of the mind called sensation. And beyond that, the supreme bliss of enlightened life to be realized here and now